Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanson, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we've got more news on Joker Folie à Deux, new images to break down for you, the Mario movie's performance at the box office and what records it's already breaking, plus some DC and Star Wars news you might get a kick out of. Let's drop it. Now, the sequel to 2019's Joker is on track to release October 4th of next year, as director Todd Phillips has confirmed the film wrapped filming and is set for post-production. Now, with the film's wrap, Phillips posted two new looks at Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix as Harley Quinn and Joker respectively. Now, the first image is of Harley Quinn in full-on clown makeup, leaving no question that we'll be seeing Harleen Quinzel fully transform into Harley Quinn, as her mental state seemingly descends into madness due to the influence of Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker. Now, this is actually the second official look we've gotten of Lady Gaga from the director. Now, Todd Phillips previously shared a photo on Valentine's Day giving us our first glimpse of the psychotic couple, though in that one she hadn't yet donned the clown makeup. Now, that was her as Dr. Harleen Quinzel, with Todd sharing a more close-up picture of her as Harley Quinn to celebrate the film's wrap. Now, Joker fans might remember this photo of Harley Quinn walking down the court steps, likely at some sort of protest to possibly free Arthur Fleck from whatever legal troubles he might be dealing with. Now, the second image we got to celebrate the film's wrap on production was of the Joker, who appears to be seated in one of those gated penitentiary buses, possibly on his way to Arkham Asylum, where he'll be issued the finest in convict clothing. Probably black and white stripes. I doubt orange is his color. Anyway, between the first film and the images Todd Phillips has teased, we have some idea what this movie will look like, but few details are actually known about what audiences can expect from the plot of the film. All we know is that it'll be a psychological thriller with musical elements thrown in for good measure. Now, how that'll play out remains to be seen. Now, with Lady Gaga in the mix, it's no surprise there'll be musical elements throughout the film. Definitely a different take from what we've gotten in the past pertaining to Harley Quinn, as we've only gotten Margot Robbie's take on the DC villain on the big screen. Now, it definitely seems as though Phillips might be going for a take on the character somewhat similar to DC Black Label's Harleen comic run, which explores Harley Quinn's past before her transformation. Now, that particular story dives deeper into how her abusive past affected her and how the Joker was able to manipulate her. Now, I'm definitely excited to see a different take on the Harley Quinn character that doesn't have that signature accent we've heard for many years now, stemming from Arlene Sorkin's portrayal of the character in the Mad Love episode of Batman the Animated Series. Now, since then, various voice actresses have taken on the role, adding subtle nuances to make it their own, but usually sticking pretty close to the original. Now, we'll see what Lady Gaga gives us in Joker Folie à Deux. To note, the movie will be part of the new DC Elseworlds set of films, which exists outside the scope of the mainline DCU movies James Gunn and Peter Safran have planned. All right, Mamma Mia, moving on, Mario's breaking blocks and box office records, scoring an estimated $368 million globally since it opened last week. Now, with those numbers, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has officially had the largest worldwide opening for any animated film. Now, here in the States, it earned $195 million over the course of 5 days, with an international intake of $173 million. Now, the movie Super Smash Frozen 2's $358 million record for biggest worldwide opening of any animated movie, and it'll likely overtake a few other records as it continues its box office run in the weeks to come. Now, if we're just looking at domestic numbers, however, the Mario movie couldn't surpass The Incredibles 2, which is sitting at $180 million over a 3-day period. Now, with the Mario movie at $137 million in the same time period. Now, the movie is undoubtedly a box office success, which likely means Nintendo will be eyeing more movies within the Mario galaxy and potentially big screen adaptations of other beloved franchises. Now, Jack Black is already thinking about a sequel and who he'd like to see cast as Wario. Speaking with GameSpot, he suggested Pedro Pascal as the perfect candidate for the villainous Mario character. Now, honestly, I would definitely love to see if Pedro Pascal can Wario wear those britches. Yeah, now the pretty big rotund overalls to fill. Now, as if the upcoming Star Wars film he's working on wasn't enough, James Mangold is also working on a script for DC Swamp Thing. Now, one of the first films coming to the new DCU, Mangold revealed to Collider that he's writing both movies at the same time, so we'll have to see which one gets produced first. Now, here's what he had to say.
Obviously, you have been linked to Swamp Thing, and obviously you now are possibly, or you're going to direct a Star Wars movie. What do you think comes first, Star Wars or Swamp Thing?
We'll see what comes to fruition first.
Now, he went on to say how he's really not sure which one will be produced first, as he's only one man currently juggling both projects at the same time. And we'll have to wait and see and be patient. Now, this is Hollywood after all, so who knows if either will see the light of day. Here's hoping. But Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy did reveal that the Star Wars films are more than just public announcements. They're in motion, baby. Now, she said, quote, "We're pretty far along." She went on to say, "So everything's kind of moving along. We may have a really nice situation where we have all these things ready to go and we can take our time figuring out when we make them." Now, all the more reason for fans of the Star Wars franchise to continue celebrating, with 3 new movies already in motion. Though considering how many projects haven't made it to the finish line, well, you also can't fault fans for being skeptical. All right, and that about does it for your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Lawonson, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.